All right, welcome back. Springfield Little Theater is at it again, this time with a classic musical. Chuck Rogers is the director of The Sound of Music. Welcome.
Thank you.
This is a classic show. We're going to roll a little video so you guys can get an idea of what you're in for. Talk about The Sound of Music.
Sound of Music, one of those classic American musicals that has been around for 75 years, pretty much. And this is my third time doing it in 30 years. And we tend to bring it out when you need a little hug, when you need a little comfort, when you need a little classical music.
All those songs you'll recognize. Talk about the size of the cast.
We have 18. It's actually written for 40.
Okay.
But because of our COVID rules, we have scaled it back to just the speaking roles. We've brought in some of our Little Theater veterans, and they have recorded quite a bit of the tracks that we use so that we have some fuller sounds off stage, but you only see socially distanced actors on stage.
Okay, I get it. How long is this production?
How long in terms of time?
Yeah, how long
it's
in
about
terms of
2.5 hours, including intermission. Yeah.
Okay, all right, about 2.5 hours. Time incredibly well spent. Okay, and again, you know, we're in a pandemic situation, so it's not a full house like you're used to.
We have 540 seats normally. We have 150 seats now.
Okay.
So about a quarter of the size, but we're filling up. So this weekend, we call it COVID sold out.
I understand. I completely understand, because we have to do what we have to do.
That's right. Everybody wears
safe.
masks.
Yeah.
We ask that people go to the restroom while the show's going on. Don't wait till intermission, so there's no lines.
So there's no people lined up. Talk about some of the classic numbers in that musical.
Oh, you've got You Are 16 going on 17. You've got Do Re Mi. You've got, from the movie, my favorite song is called I Have Confidence, which is a great song that we brought from the movie in. What else? Climb Every Mountain.
Climb Every Mountain. That's the one I was trying to think
Mountain,
of. Yeah.
Sung by Mother Superior at the end of the first act. Probably one of the most well-known.
And the hills are alive.
They are alive. We have some beautiful scenery. We've got tremendous singers. It's just it's a really great way to wrap yourself in something warm and fuzzy in this COVID time. You know.
This is absolutely a must-see.
Yeah.
And by the way, a fun fact, Chuck directed this same musical 30 years ago.
30 years ago. Yeah, don't bring that camera too close.
Like 30 years ago today?
Today, actually, yeah.
Can you believe that? And here he is at it again. All right, there was a cast member 30 years ago. We have a little bit of video of her. Rosemary Owens.
Yeah, she played Mother Superior 30 years ago, and we just were able to meet up again and chat about what her experience were and what she's doing now. She's a very, very famous opera singer and professor emeritus from Missouri State, and delightful as always.
Well, and she is not in the show, but on your Facebook page you can watch this entire video and listen to her recount her experiences all those years ago. I'm assuming you have kids in the cast.
We do. We have 7 of the most talented young people that our community can provide, and some brand new ones. We have all the way up from 7 years old to 18 years old. So it's a great line of people. And if you go onto our Facebook page, you're going to be seeing interviews with our 30-year veterans. Paula Patterson, who still is over at MSU, played Maria 30 years ago, and she's delightful, and other members of the cast that are still around.
Well, there's some history here, and it just speaks to all of the talent that we have here in the Ozarks. And again, the show actually opens tonight.
It does.
Okay, what's the best way to get tickets?
Call our box office, Springfield Little Theater box office. You can go online, and we are streaming live.
That was my next
performance.
question. You are streaming live, so if you don't feel like you can get out, you can still watch
Have
it.
a party at your house.
Heck yeah.
Bring over 7 or 8 of your best friends and buy one ticket and watch the show.
I could just hear it now. Neighborhoods all over Springfield singing "The Hills Are Alive" out in their backyard.
Oh, listen, our streaming shows that we've been doing for the last 9 months are created by Eli Cunningham, and they are brilliant. It's like watching Broadway HD. It's just a wonderful.
Unbelievable. That's how you do it when you have to adapt
That's
to
right.
crazy circumstances.
That's right.
Chuck, thank you so much. We'll see you at the theater.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Sound of Music. I love it.